This video is about the Real Win Worth It tool. So strategy, a lot of times people think is like consulting. You ask 3 consultants and you get 4 different answers. So a lot of people think that strategy is very loosey-goosey. There's not much science to it. This video is an attempt to inject a little bit more science. And so this particular tool we're going to look at is a tool that was developed by George Day, who was, or is, I guess, is a professor at Wharton. So we're going to look at this tool. Again, the name of this tool is the Real Win Worth It analysis tool. So this tool actually, by answering six basic questions, this tool will help companies to measure the approximate potential as well as the approximate risk for each proposed project. So what is it going to do for us? It shows us where our logic is sketchy. It shows us where the risk is, and it shows us where potential problems are when we are thinking about introducing a new product. And so what are those 6 questions? The 6 questions are, is the product real? Number 1. Number 2, is the market real? Number 3, can the product be competitive? Number 4, can the company itself be competitive? Do we have the resources, the capabilities to succeed? Number 5, will the product be profitable? At what? At an acceptable risk. We always have to worry about risk. And then number 6, does launching this product make strategic sense for our company? How does it fit with our other products? So this first part here, this slide looks at the reality potential for both the market as well as the product. So when we look at the market, is the market real? What is it that we're looking at? We're looking for, is there a need for our product? Can the customer buy our product? Is the size of the market adequate, or is it a very small market? Will the customer buy the product? Then when we look at so that's looking at the market. When we look at our product and ask if the product is real, is do we have a clear, determined concept of what that product is going to be, or is it just kind of all fuzzy? Can the product be made? And then as well, once we make this product, will this final product satisfy the market? So here are our questions again when we talk about the market, when we talk about the product, when we talk about that reality of the product. We look at, again, can those customers buy it? Do they have the money for it, or is it priced out of their reach? Do we have enough potential buyers? When we look at the product, again, do we know what those specific characteristics are, those specific needs that we are going to, of the customer, that our product is going to satisfy? Do we have the technology to create that product? And then again, will that product satisfy the market in its final form? Now, when we look at the can we win portion, this is looking at the winning potential for both the product and for whom, this time not the market, but for our firm. So from a product perspective, what is it that we're looking at? What is our value proposition? And then later on, are we going to be able to sustain our competitive advantage? First of all, do we have a competitive advantage? Then can we sustain it? And then how are our competitors going to respond? So again, what is our value proposition? Can we generate that competitive advantage? Can we maintain or sustain that competitive advantage? From a company standpoint, what is it that we're looking at? Again, do we have the resources? Do we currently have those resources to build that product, to put that product out into the market, to advertise that product, to manufacture that product, to distribute that product, to sell that product, to be able to have customer service for that product? Or are we going to have to buy resources? Are we going to have to hire new resources? So do we currently have, pardon me, do we currently have those superior resources? Do we currently have the management required to put that product out into the market and to sell, distribute, to go forward with that product? Or do we have managers who have never worked with this type of thing before? They've never manufactured this type of product. They've never designed this type of product. Is it something for a completely different customer type? How are we going to advertise it? Do we have the management skills that truly understand the nuances of this product, and as well the nuances of the customers that we're trying to meet? So do we have that appropriate management, and can we do what? Can we respond to the market? Can we be nimble? Can we pivot if we need to and respond to the market? So when we look at the can we win portion, here is our product. We are looking at what? We are looking at that competitive potential. And so will our product be competitive if it has clear advantages over what? Over our competitors' products, whether they have those products now, or would they be able to create those products? Will we have something that we think that we can build upon, that we can generate and sustain that competitive advantage? And then when we talk about our company, again, our company will be competitive if what? If we have those superior resources. If we do not have them in-house, we have to buy them. We have to hire new resources. Or we have a strategic alliance with another firm. But we have to have those superior resources, and we have to have managers that have experience in putting that product out into the market. The other thing that we never think of is this: we have to have champions who, and so that is one of the key questions that should be asked. Who will be the champion in our company? And as well, can we have that group that comes up with that product idea to follow that product all the way through, to work with the design, to work with the manufacturer, to work with the distribution, to work with the sales, to work with the customer support? You need that continuity of the resources, those people who have a vested interest, who believe that that product is their baby, who will make those hard choices, who will go the extra mile to make sure that that product will actually be successful. So next we ask, is the product worth doing? Will that product be profitable at an acceptable risk? Are we betting the company on this single product? Or is this a product that is less costly in what? In opportunity cost and in real costs. So how well did we forecast what returns we would get from this product? How well did we forecast what the costs were for this product? What are those risks there? So what is that margin? Is that margin acceptable from a risk standpoint? Then when we look at the product as well, does this product make strategic sense for us. What does that mean? Does it fit with our image? Does it fit with our growth strategy? Does it fit with our current management? Do we need to hire another manager or new managers to actually work this? Does it fit with our company? Do we need to spin off another subsidiary to produce this particular product? So again, is it worth doing? We look at the profit there, the potential of the profit for the new product, and is the risk acceptable from a financial standpoint? So therefore, are our forecasted returns greater than our costs? Is it the right time? Do we have the money to spend? Not only do we have the money to spend, do we have the capability, that manufacturing excess? So are we going to have to build a new facility, invest in new equipment or machinery to process or create that, manufacture that product? Or can we use what we already have? Or if we do need to buy new, how much is it going to cost us? So not only is how much is it going to cost us to build, but where are we going to store that info? So the whole value chain there comes into that capital outlay. What about our marketing expenses? How hard is it going to be for us to market this? Is this a product that nobody knows anything about, so therefore we have to educate our target customer? Or does everybody know about this, wish they had this, but there's just not one available? So how much are we going to have to spend to market this product? What is our break-even point? Do we have high fixed costs and low variable costs, so therefore we need to have a lot? Or do we have greater variable costs, which means we don't have to have as much scale as we would have if we had such high fixed costs? So the break-even point there, and as well, what is it going to cost us to be ahead of our competitors continuously, to be able to sustain that competitive advantage? Again, from a strategic sense, how does it fit with our image? How does it fit with what our company stands for, that winning aspiration of our company? How does it fit with our where to play and how to win? Does it reinforce our other business? Does it enhance our customer relationship? Where does it come within the family of what we're doing? So these are the questions. These 6 questions are the questions for us to ask. And again, this is a tool, or these 6 questions are, again, much more scientific than just what people sometimes think of as strategy is. Again, you ask 3 consultants and you get 4 different answers.